I'm Dr. Ken Erickson, developer of the ProMaker method and creator of the Step Up to Ultimate Performance program. All right, we made it this far. We're covering the ProMaker components, the ProMaker method components. Quick recap for those that kind of missed it. We have the ProMaker method is actually an acronym. It's Pro, which is performance reductions occur, and Maker is microscopic adhesions kill efficiency, range of motion, respiration, and recovery. So far in other videos, we've also covered in a little bit better detail the the components of efficiency, range of motion, and respiration. But they all kind of build up one on top of the other. An inefficiently moving joint or inefficiently moving muscle oftentimes will lead to a range of motion reduction of some kind in those tissues, which, if that continues for a long enough period of time, will tend to cut off the respiration of that. Respiration loss over short periods of time, not a big deal. But when you take all those together and they go for longer periods of time, that lack of respiration going to the tissues will lead to a reduction in recovery. And that's one of the most important things for the athlete to focus on. Because if you don't recover fully from your previous workout before you start your next workout, you're going to be piling damage on top of damage on top of damage. The whole point of training is to damage the tissue in such a way that it builds back stronger. But if you don't allow it enough time to build back stronger, you're going to just start to degenerate that tissue, and that's where you start to see a lot of the athletes just hit the wall or start to have all the problems that everybody always complains about. I'm a runner and my knees hurt. Oh, I'm a swimmer and my shoulder hurts. Those kinds of things that don't have to happen. Now, you could do one of two things. You could increase your recovery time, by just waiting longer periods of time, but you're not going to get as much benefit from the previous training session. So instead, I would say we need to maximize the recovery of your body so you can minimize your recovery time but still get the full recovery. And a big part of that is coming down to making sure that you have the oxygenation to the tissues, making sure that you have the full range of motion to get the oxygenation there, and make sure you have very efficient motions. So if you have, let's say you're driving a car and you have misaligned tires in that car. If you were to drive it 100 miles with misaligned tires, it's not going to cause that much damage to the tires themselves. They'll be just fine, especially if they were self-healing tires and you gave them enough time to recover. But if you're driving that car with those misaligned tires for long periods of time, the rubber on the tires is slowly going to break down. And as it does, you're going to start to create other problems where you have to start to work harder to compensate for the misalignment. And then especially as the tires start to break down even more, you're going to have to maybe brace yourself as the car starts to vibrate. So all of these things are working against you. There are inefficiencies that then limit how much you can do. You might be able to turn well to one side because of the misalignment, but you can turn very poorly to the other side. So now your range of motion is actually affected in some way. And now on top of that, you're going on a long drive and you'd like to be able to have rest and respire while you're driving, but you can't because you're gripping onto the steering wheel with the death grip, to try to fight this misalignment and the tire damage and all that kind of stuff. So now you can't rest at all, and it's going to make a very exhausting drive for you. So now over time, you get to the point where you can't recover even a little bit while you're actually doing the activity, and you'd have to have a great deal of recovery time in between before you get back in the car again. The body is the exact same way. You can't have all these factors not working properly and expect to get absolute perfect performance out of your body. So the recovery time is very much dependent not on how much time you leave between the two training exercises. It's dependent upon how efficient, how healthy the range of motion is, and exactly how much respiration you are getting to those tissues. And that includes the joints, the muscles, and the nerves, and a lot of the other surrounding soft tissues as well. They all need to have this recovery time and the proper recovery methods within themselves. And that's exactly what the ProMaker method helps to break us down for. So now we've gone through all the aspects of the ProMaker method: efficiency, range of motion, respiration, and recovery in pretty good detail. Now that we find out where these problems are, how do we go about fixing them? And the way you fix them is using the Step Up method. And that's the scar tissue elimination program for ultimate performance. That's in the next video. I'll see you back at the academy.